Hey, welcome to another episode of Rock Fantasy Files, and I am here with you. Introduce yourself.
Gene Henriksen from Completely Unchained, the coolest, the baddest, the sexiest, the craziest Van Halen experience in the country. How's that?
And we're here talking to him today because he's actually coming to my hometown. He's coming to Rock Fantasy, not to Rock Fantasy. Well, maybe he'll stop by in the afternoon and check out the shop across town, but he's playing the Orange County Fair on July 31st. And he's actually closing the fair down, and he's part of the Rock Returns to Middletown thing that they're doing at the fair this year. There's I don't know how many bands, I have to count them up again, but there's a ton of tribute bands and rock bands coming in. Everything from Metallica to Pink Floyd to Rush to AC/DC to Kiss, Kid Rock, Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, Van Halen, and you're actually closing the fair out. And welcome to the show, and thank you for giving some time. We'd like to, expose the viewers of the channel and people that are around the area about your band and what you guys are going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. We started this. I started this band about 12 years ago.
Okay.
It takes time to build it up. Like we're up to maybe 30,000 followers.
Nice.
Got a guitar player that looks, sounds, acts, smells like Eddie Van Halen.
That's amazing.
Zoltan Chaney plays with Vince Neil. He's been playing drums with us right now. If you're familiar with Zoltan.
Okay.
Yeah. We do the 1978 to the 1984 genre, all David Lee Roth.
Excellent. I was going to ask that question. I was going to see if, one of my questions for you was, do you, touch on all areas of the band, but you're right where I want to be with Van Halen for sure. That's a fan.
Yeah. Strictly Dave,
Mm-hmm. Yep. And, how long a set shall we expect at the Orange County Fair that night?
We are doing a 90-minute set.
Okay.
We do a lot of B cuts. Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Drop Dead Legs, hear about it later. It's not all about Ain't Talking About Love, You Really Got Me, and Jump. We like to go into the catalog a little bit deeper to the fans.
Sure. I mean, and who not, if you're a Van Halen fan, you're going to listen to the whole album anyhow. You're not going to listen to the hits. Right.
Absolutely. It's like Aerosmith and AC/DC. Every one of their songs are great.
And what are some of the songs that you enjoyed performing the most?
I have to be honest with you, Steve. I enjoy all of them. I mean, my favorite is probably like Hot for Teacher. It's just the whole swagger, the whole attitude of the song, the drum beat in the beginning. Lyrically, it's great. The energy level. Panama's a great song also.
Of course.
Van Halen, all Van Halen songs are great.
You could play the whole first album and I wouldn't complain.
Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Running with the Devil. I mean, when that album came out, it didn't leave my souped up 78 Duster. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it was such a shame, of course, losing Eddie last year. And
that bothered. I mean, it caught us all off guard. I thought they were actually going to try and do a tour, like 2022. Yeah. Well, I thought. I mean, they were Van Halen's very to themselves. They don't really say much, And then when it happened, you were just like, I was blown away. Unfortunately, it happened. But then we played like a week later at a venue, in Stewart, and 800 people showed up. Because we pay tribute to Eddie every night we play now. Our shows are dedicated. Yeah.
Of course. And some people will knock, they're tribute bands. I'm like, but you know what? They're paying homage to people, things that we're dear to. And there's a lot of bands that are around now that just aren't around anymore. Like, we were talking about Eddie Van Halen last year. Look at Neil Peart. We lost Neil Peart last year from Rush, too. It was another one we didn't see it coming. It was very quiet, and all of a sudden, perfect example to see or recreate is to see a Rush tribute band or to see a Van Halen tribute like the fair's doing this year.
And, no, it's a perfect example. You didn't the Neil Peart thing was like, what? I had no idea the guy was sick.
And he was also a very secretive guy, But Rush, Van Halen, it can't get any better than that, of course. Especially if you're a kid from the '70s, like I was. I guess I'm a baby boomer, so.
Yeah, but you know what it is? When you're doing tributes to these artists that we love and that are gone, I mean, you have to do it right. If you don't do it right, I went out and got all the outfits made. I get new hair all the time. It always has to look good because I'm a tribute guy. I've been doing it. And when I go and see tribute bands, you know, I want to make sure the wigs aren't like something they bought from Party City because it looks stupid. You know, I'm not the David Lee Roth guy, you know, 250-pound in spandex with a pair of furry boots. You know, I'm the Dave from 1978. You know?
I can't wait to see that.
No, but that's very important. You know, it's like seeing a Kiss tribute band and everybody's like 300 pounds. It's I can't get Steve. You know, if your listeners don't agree with me, then that's cool. But if they don't disagree, it's just me. You know, if you're going to pay tribute to these bands, you got to look the part.
I mean, it's just like if you were being cast in a film to portray David Lee Roth, we're not going to get a guy that doesn't look like David Lee Roth or a guy that's, 100 pounds heavier than David Lee Roth was. I mean, just like the Almost Queen movie, you're going to get a guy that looks like Freddie Mercury and sounds like Freddie Mercury. That's what you want. And that's what you want to see. So, no, I'm not disagreeing at all. And I don't think, not too many viewers should disagree.
Well, you know, Dave had
just going to see a cover band. This is going to see a tribute band, and you guys are going to portray as best as you can Van Halen on stage from that era, which is
well. Did you do a little research on us to see what we look like and stuff like?
I did a little bit. It looks great, and that's why I wanted to talk to you guys. And now that I'm talking to you, I can't wait to go see it. I gotta pace myself out because I'm old, and that's a big weekend. We got Kiss, and we got Iron Maiden, and we got Van Halen. So it's like a triple decker, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know.
Yeah, don't worry about your age, buddy. Just go and have a good time, man. We only have so much time left, you know.
Exactly.
Might as well enjoy it.
And you guys have been playing some gigs already in 2021.
We probably have 6 more dates, and I'm done for the whole year, booked.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we just played Atlantic City, the Golden Nugget, great venue. Okay. Yeah, it's a thing called Fake Fest. They have tribute bands all week. We played with a Journey tribute band. Okay. The night before, we played in PA at a ski resort in Tussey Mountain in Bollesburg. Okay. And then this week we go to Michigan.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then we come back and we go to Maryland, then we go to Virginia. We're doing a wedding. Then we got to run upstate. We got Rochester, Syracuse, Schenectady, and then Middletown.
Oh, so you got all these gigs before you get. Well, as we're filming this, it's on this 12th, so it's early. You guys are actually playing the fair on the 31st, so you got a couple weeks before you make it.
The first, we're playing the fair on the 1st.
Oh, the 1st. I'm sorry. The 31st is the 1st is a Sunday. I'm sorry. I recorrect myself.
Right.
But, so you've been in so before you were in this band, what were you doing? Were you a vocalist in some other bands over the years?
I was in a drummer by trade. I was in a Billy Joel tribute band called Big Shot.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah. The guy's in Billy Joel's band now.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and then I played with my brother Thomas in a band called Rough Cut in the mid 80s.
I remember them. Yeah.
You know, there was 2 of us. There was one from LA. We were from Long Island. But we were like, we were going to get signed to Atlantic. And then that whole, Nirvana thing came out. And anybody that had long hair and thought they were getting a deal, they thought they were getting a deal. That didn't happen. But that's when my brother got the call for Warlock. And he went out to Europe. And then he moved to LA and started his whole career out there.
Yeah, so the viewers, before we went on air, we were actually talking. His brother is Tommy Henriksen, of course, who played with Warlock and is currently a member of the Alice Cooper band.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Hollywood Vampires.
And Hollywood Vampires, of course. Yeah. So, I mean, you've got music in your blood, and I really look forward to checking you guys out at the fairgrounds. And hopefully the viewers of this channel, even if you don't live in the Middletown area and can't make it out to the fair, we'll check these guys out. How do we find you on the web? You got we got a website?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just go to CompletelyUnchainedRocks.com. And then on Facebook, it's just Completely Unchained.
Okay.
I mean, we're easy to find. You just got to type in the proper spelling and click.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We have to. What else? What songs give you the most challenges of covering on Van Halen? Of course, Van Halen's not the easiest band to recreate. Of course, you have to find someone that can play like Eddie Van Halen, and it's not the easiest. Like you say, recreating this music, it's not the easiest.
Yeah, my guitar player Jake Miller. I mean, he looks, He looks just like Eddie from a distance. You would think it's Eddie Van Halen. You know, he's got the faces down. He's got the jumps down. He works very hard on getting the right guitar tone, which some guitar players just plug in and turn it on 10.
Sure.
He works on a tone. So he's got the whole package. As for certain songs, my challenge vocally, something like Hear About It Later, you know, it's not a hard song, but it's just Dave's tone and his phrasing. You got to really capture that to make these songs be believable.
Sure.
And being dressed up helps, always looks good.
Of course.
So, you know, no one's ever going to be Dave or Eddie, but if you can come close to doing what they do and be as accurate as possible, people will have a great time watching this band. It's like Van Halen back in '78.
I mean, Van Halen is the ultimate party band.
Absolutely, man. That was the California backyard barbecue.
And we're going to have a backyard barbecue at the fair. So we'll have coney dogs and fried dough and roller coasters and Van Halen. It's going to be a great night. Yeah,
man, it's going to be good. We're going to bring out a full show, you know, the amplifiers, 15 by 20 banner.
Nice.
You know, it's just going to be 90 minutes of kick ass. That's all it's going to be.
I got to see, I opened one of the last shows I got to see before the pandemic was I went and saw Kiss on the the farewell tour or whatever it is, and David Lee Roth, of course, was opening up, and got to see part of it because I was backstage with the whole Kiss meet and greet thing. But just the vibe of hearing those songs and those riffs in that arena. I saw them in Allentown, PA. Just brought back such great memories. And you know, it wasn't Van Halen, of course, and David's not what he used to be, but it just sounded great just hearing, you know, the riffs and just echoing through that sports arena. And it's magic, you know?
Yeah, I listen to Van Halen every day. Every day I listen, you know, if I'm at the gym and I have my iPod on, I'm always listening to Van Halen. It's part of my DNA now.
So you never get sick of it, even as you're performing
Never.
all the time.
Never.
Okay, great. That's a true fan. What else would you like to add or say anything to the viewers before we wrap up this episode?
Oh, well, you know, I just hoping if there's people in the area, they come out and see the show and support all the bands because we need that. You know,
we do.
I mean, we just got over a pandemic that really shut everyone down, especially the musicians. So
yeah,
it makes us all feel great when people do miss live music. And I have to be honest with you, since the pandemic loosened up, our shows have been very, very successful. And it's good to see the fans back out supporting everybody. So my advice is go out and support everybody. If you know, I mean, our show's a free show. So
it's free. Yeah, it's $10 to get in the fair.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, I talked to a friend whose brother owns a carnival that works in the Northeast. He said they've been setting records every weekend with the carnivals because people were just, especially in New York. I mean, in Florida, whatever, people were out last year, but here in New York, we were pretty much locked up. There wasn't anything. Coney Island was closed. Everything was closed. The Six Flags were closed, and now it's time to go out and have some fun and
time to get back to business, right?
And with Van Halen, it can't be any more fun. So yeah, definitely that weekend's a great triple bill. You get to see a Kiss tribute band on Friday night. You also get to see the Iron Maidens on Saturday and Van Halen on. And I look forward to meeting you guys in person. And
yeah. So let me just, you know, the name of the band is Completely Unchained. You can get us on the website, completelyunchainedrocks.com, or you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram. Very simple.
Okay, and I will put all those links in the description of the video so anybody can just click on them too. And this, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you at the fair. Okay, Steve. Thank you, buddy. Have a good weekend. If you like what we're doing on the channel, just take a second to hit and subscribe and mention your favorite Van Halen songs or a little Van Halen discussion in the comments, please. Thank you. Okay, buddy. Take care.